Welcome. Hi, it's Lemurian Donna Carol. How are you today? I am doing great, and I'm really happy to be with you all. Today is July 25th, and I am going to channel Mother Earth today. And I haven't channeled her in a while. So we'll see what she has to say about what's going on her surface, involving us and other beings and other life forms. And yeah, I hope it's informative and good channeling for you. Also, I wanted to mention that I will be teaching channeling this fall. And I've taught a few channeling classes, and my channeling class is called Learn to Channel the Lemurian Way. And the reason it's called Learn to Channel the Lemurian Way is because the Lemurian Mother Goddess oversees the class and overlights it. But in this class, you will learn how to channel beings of the light, the ones that you are most aligned with initially. So you can channel your higher self. If you're a Pleiadian, more than likely Pleiadian guides are going to come in for you. If you're a Lemurian guides will come in naturally, Syrian guides, so on and so forth. But essentially, the class is 16 hours of instruction. It will be this October, every Tuesday and Thursday in October, from 12 to 2 Eastern time. I broke it up that way because I used to teach this class over the weekend, and it's very, very intensive, you can imagine, if you're learning it in one weekend. This way, because it's over a month, you'll be able to integrate the energies, kind of sit with the energies as you're going through the process of learning. Not only will you learn how to verbally channel a message for a group, which is what I do on this live stream every week, you'll learn how to do or give individual readings. You'll learn how to do automatic writing. You'll learn how to, which is channeling therapeutically. You'll learn how to channel art. In fact, many musicians and artists are really nothing more than channels, truth be known. So it's a great class. It's fun. There's people get nervous, like, I don't know if I can do it. You know what? Everybody can channel. I haven't taught anyone yet that cannot channel, and it's fascinating because you always bring in different guides, and the information that comes through is interesting and loving and awesome. So that's that. Now, all of the information about the channeling class will be on my website. I'm hoping to have the website published by next Sunday. So if you're interested in the class, the information will be there. I'm also going to send out an email. So if you're on my email list, you'll get information. If not, go ahead and sign up for my email list. I try not to bombard people with emails every week. Really just send out emails when something's going on. If you sign up for the channeling class before September 1st, as a bonus, as an incentive, you will be able to participate for free in my past life regression class. I'm offering the same class on 2 different dates, August 21st and September 18th. So if you can't make the August date, you can join in September, and vice versa. It's a Saturday. Both of those days are Saturdays. It's going to be at noon Eastern Standard Time. This class is $35, and Archangel Metatron will take you through the process of accessing a past life. Typically, when you access a past life, so we're going to connect to the Akash. Typically, when you access a past life, the life that comes up is the one that you need to work on now. Like, I've had people, access past lives, and they might have a pain, let's say, in their left hip, and they've always had it, and it's irritating. Well, they'll access the past life and see that lifetime where they fell off a horse in battle. The karma got stuck. It was tumultuous. It was traumatic, and they carried it through into this lifetime. And I'm not saying this will happen for you, but I've had people just spontaneous release emotional or physical pain based on a past life. So it is very healing, and we're going to do this with Archangel Metatron. If you want to know what Archangel Metatron does for a living, you can check out my channeling. I brought him in a year ago, and he talks about what his job functions are. So he works with many people on the earth plane, and he is very good at navigating timelines, bringing in different realities for people, and getting the right time and the right situation, the right environment, bringing people into those situations to further their growth. So it's pretty interesting what he does, although I can't remember it all, but it's like a half an hour, hour-long channeling. So that is the guide that you will be working with during the past life regression. So you can sign up for the past life regression. The information, the ability to pay will be on the website. Like I said, I'm hoping that's going to be up in a week, because my web designer's back tomorrow, so we're going to get that up. And also, if you sign up for the class in October, not only will you get a past life regression as a bonus, that class is a bonus for free, I'm also going to provide you with 2 tapes. And although I channel on this this channel regularly, I do sell tapes on my website that are very, very, let's just say they're extra special. And 2 of these tapes I'm going to give people if they sign up for the class before September 1st. One of them is Thor Downloads Your Divine Soul Signature. Everybody comes in with a soul signature. The soul signature was given to you the moment your soul was born, not the moment you incarnated in this reality or that reality. The soul signature is given to you when your soul is born, so you carry it through all of your lifetimes, all of your incarnations, in all of the realities in which you exist. So it's a very pertinent, channeling, and you become more cognizant of your soul mission. It's actually like a tune or a melody. That's kind of putting it in a box that humans can understand. Oh, it's a song, but it would be interpreted as a melody or a song in this reality, although it's much more expansive than that. I mean, because think about your soul. Think about all the places you've been. So one of the tapes is Thor Downloads Your Divine Soul Signature. That's also going to be available on the website for individual purchase, but I'm going to offer that with the channeling class for free. And the second tape that I'm going to offer is Thor Downloads Your Divine Soul Mission. Thor's a very important guide of mine, very evolved, very competent, and so he is the best guide to do this type of work, which is why he came through for it. But when Thor Downloads Your Soul Mission, basically it comes from your soul star, which is a foot above your head. That's where it's kept. And we're going to bring all of those crystalline codes into your physical body so that you can feel and accomplish and move and be in your soul mission in this physical reality. So if you're not 100% aligned with what you're here to do, some of you are, some of you aren't. When you bring in the soul mission, you'll get aligned, and it will manifest in the physical, not just the metaphysical. So we're going to bring those crystalline codes into the body. So again, that's another channeling that I sell. So if you sign up for the class by September 1st, you get the past life regression class, you get a download of your divine soul mission, and a download of your divine soul signature. And those 3 items are worth $75, And I don't charge a ton of money for my channelings. The ones that are extra special, they're about $20 each, because I want to make them accessible for people, and I want to make them available, But yeah, of course I have to make a living as well. But essentially, I try to price things reasonably so that people can afford them. And $20, I think anybody can afford. Most people, anyhow. Anyhow, that's what I wanted to say about what's coming up. So my first class will be taught August 21st. Also, I'm working on a class. I want to teach a class on crystal healing. You guys know I work extensively with selenite, but I also want to teach about other crystals and how we can utilize them to heal our emotional and physical bodies. So I'm going to create the class and market that because a lot of people have crystals and they could probably utilize them a lot more than they do, you know. Whether you're a massage therapist or a Reiki healer or whatever your jam is, you can always amp it up with crystals. And so, but if you want to know how to learn to use selenite in particular, I have an hour-long class for free. I love selenite so much, and it's so important that I made this class available for free on my website. It's a 55-minute class on how to use selenite, what to do with it, and how it can connect you much more effectively to the celestial realms and the other realms of consciousness. So if you want to check out my teaching style too, you know, you can go to the website. Like I said, it should be up in a week, and download that free class on selenite. And there's another channeling on the Song of Lemuria, which is on the website too. So if you want more information on Lemuria, you think you're a Lemurian, you want to know what the purpose and goal of that culture was, that is a free channeling that is on my website. So that's all that's going on here. Right now, what I want to do is bring in Mother Earth and bring in a message that she has for humans today, which is July 25th, and see what she's up to. So without further ado, let's get centered. Let's get in our hearts. I'm going to keep that light on. I think it's better. And let's get into the channeling, shall we? So if you would, I ask that you bring in your highest and best healing and channeling classes, guides, not classes. Bring in your highest and best channeling guides into your body. You can invoke certain guides that you work with if you'd like. I'd like to bring in my guides. I'm calling in the Archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, and I want to thank them for being here. I would like to call in thousands upon thousands of warrior protection angels all around me and anyone watching this live stream or video later. I ask these guides to please block all negative entities, energies, and thought forms from entering this space. And thank you for your work. Lastly, I'd like to bring in Mother Earth. I ask for her energy, her presence, her mind and heart to come through my voice and my body during this channeled message. And I'm invoking the Mother Goddess of ancient Lemuria. I ask that she oversee and overlook this session. Please make my words clear, accurate, loving, and truthful. And again, thank you for your presence. Amen. So without further ado, I would like to bring in Mother Earth or Gaia, and I'm asking her to bring a message to the viewers here today and later, something that she would like to say to the audience. Amen. Greetings, this is your mother, Mother Earth. I know that you have many mothers. You have the mother of your soul, you have the mother of your physical place or presence where you live, and that would be me. And you have your birth mother, the mother of the human that gave birth to you. So you have many different mothers, and they work in many different ways to bring light and nurturing to your life. One thing that good mothers have in common is that they are nurturing, they are understanding, they are compassionate, and they are fiercely protective of their children. And yes, I feel this way towards all of you. Now, please understand that I feel like I am your mother in the real sense of the word, because the minerals in your body, the selenite, which you have in your body, the calcite, the other minerals in your body and flowing through your blood are actually part of my body. They come from the earth. And if you did not have the earth to walk on, and you did not have the earth to draw energy from, and have the earth for food and shelter, you would not be able to, of course, exist in this reality. So I feel, of course, like I am your mother. And I feel like you are my children, and you are here to grow and develop and evolve on my surface. And it gives me great joy to provide the environment where you can reach your fullest potential. I, of course, am thrilled that I am on the precipice of going into the fifth dimension. It will be literally a new world, and it will be a world where fear and competition, a world where hatred, prejudice, and all of these negative feelings and vibrations will be gone. And yes, I have experienced these realities here below on my surface during my tenure here. I am billions of years old. And so I am looking forward to revisiting these calming, healing, loving energies. And I'm sure you are looking forward to the same. And when we get to that reality together, I think we will have a greater understanding of each other and a greater appreciation for each other. I would like you to know that I appreciate all of you who invoke my name, who send me love, who send me healing, and send my other children healing. I am very much aware of when humans are praying for my healing. It has been a tough go of it, as you know, and my body has been worn out. I am very tired of the ravaging of my surface that I so freely give to humans. And when I say ravaging, I mean overfishing, warfare, nuclear explosions. All of those things hurt, and they hurt me, and they hurt the other life forms on this planet. And so I am looking forward to not experiencing that trauma any longer, as I am sure that you are. Yes, the new earth will be a place of healing. Whatever trauma or whatever unhealed complications or residues that you have in your body, they will be healed, because the energy is such that you will be healed energetically from the ascension energies, or you will be healed by the experts, the star beings who are visiting or living upon the planet. And the main priority for human life in that era, in that time frame, will be healing. And once humans are fully healed, then they will go into the expression of full creativity, empowerment, which will lead to joy, love, and happiness. Humans, and I myself, am most happy when I am fully aligned with my purpose and in the process of creating. The energy of creativity or creation and joy are very, very closely related. And so when earthlings, when humans are in the energy of creating, fulfilling a purpose or coming up with a solution to a problem, or just losing themselves in a meditation of artistic creativity, then everybody else around them benefits. It lifts their frequency and they feel fulfilled and accomplished. You will notice now and on the new earth that when humans are actually creating and going into an expression of joy, you will notice that the colors on my surface will become much more vibrant and lovely. The leaves in the fall will be a richer, deeper gold. You will hear the beautiful tones in the rippling of the water over the riverbeds and streams. Humans have much more ability to see, feel, sense, touch, all of these things. There's tactile senses are right now in a vibratory parameter or boundary that is not as large as their full potential. So what I'm trying to say is when you go to the new earth, you will be able to hear more, see more, feel more, and you will be very, very closely attuned to myself, your mother, and to the other life forms on the planet. So when you are talking to a baby fawn, for instance, and having a conversation and expressing love, it would be very, very difficult to ever want to do harm to these creatures. The reason why humans do so much harm is because they feel separated. Once that feeling of separation is no longer, the impetus to do harm will be gone. And plus, humans right now, some humans feel that they need to exploit the earth or rape the earth or the earth's other beings, meaning animals and plants, because they need these things to survive. But the reality is that you can utilize what the earth offers in a sustainable and loving way. In a sustainable and loving way. And this is the mental switch which will happen for humans when they go into the fifth world. They will understand that everything here is provided for them. There is no need to pave my surface with asphalt. There is no need to build dams or, put up concrete structures that are not natural or pleasant to look at. The reality is that humans will be going back to a simpler way of life. But a simpler way of life does not mean that it will be unevolved. Your telepathic abilities will come back. You will be able to bilocate, which means you will be able to access portals to travel from one continent to another. You won't have a need for airplanes or helicopters. These man-made structures were a stopgap because you forgot how to use your God-given abilities to manifest, travel, create, and live in harmony on my surface. And so these teachings will be brought back to you, many from the star seeds who are growing up right now on my surface. And they have been a great joy to me. The young ones coming in who are so, so evolved, so full of love, so full of compassion, who understand their God-given talent to heal, to utilize energy, to bring in positivity. They are here to bring in positivity for the older ones, and also to create the technical and evolutionary patterns and products for the new earth. And I am really looking forward to what they have to offer, because they're brilliant and they have the will to get things done. Nothing's going to come in their way. The hippies tried in the 60s to shift things, but the willpower was not 100%. They got lost in drugs, alcohol, hedonism, and frankly, they became yuppies in the 80s. And so these new beings, because they're so pure, pure in heart, pure in mind, and the reason they're pure is because they don't have the karmic baggage that most of you have who have been incarnating here for thousands of years. Their purity and their will change things upon their planet. And I was very grateful, and I consider it a godsend that they're here. Many of you have children, young children, who are of the new race, and I give them my utmost respect and praise. But yes, I am a very old soul. Of course, I have been here a long time. I am familiar with all of you. I do love all of you, and I appreciate you so much because I do feel the love and appreciation for me coming from your hearts. So I want you to know that I am ascending. You might notice that I am releasing, and yes, I am releasing past pain and past trauma, which has resulted in flooding, earthquakes, volcanoes, all of these things happening, but this is a necessary part of my release. These energies have been contained in my body in knots, and now they are coming up so that I can ascend much more freely to the next dimension. Of course, I know this is not easy for humans to experience these cataclysmic or natural events, but it is a necessary part of the process. Please understand that we are all eternal, and if you leave this world, you will just move on to a more beautiful one. You will step out one door or one window and go through the next door. There is no reason to fear death. It's not a death. It's a crossing over to a new reality. So, and please also understand that those who are meant to experience the new earth and ascend with me will do so regardless. If that is your soul plan, if that's your soul mission, if that's your contract, believe me, we are all going together, and you will be able to exist and create and see this new reality. And many of you have been with me since ancient Lemuria and have had many difficult passages upon this planet. And it is time for you to go and live in the higher realms upon my surface. It's not just a reward, it's basically your right as a star seed and a human. So the times are shaking, things are getting real, as they say, but the end result and the end game will be so worth it. I have made a commitment. I have talked to Creator, Prime Creator, and because we plan everything in councils before it actually takes place in this reality, in the physical reality. And I do not want negative energies or evil energies upon my surface anymore, or underneath my surface anymore, in the caves or the the rock between my under my body. So all of these energies, specifically the satanic ones, who have been controlling your reality, the governments, the multinational corporations, Hollywood, basically controlling your financial systems, which they're setting up to shift. They're setting it up so that the money systems will not work anymore. But basically, the Satanists, the satanic ones, they are Prime Creator made a commitment to me that they will be off of my surface. So that's what's causing a lot of the problems, because the powers that be are running things here, and they're creating situations, economies, corporations, environments that don't work, that do not work. It's beyond not working. Trust me, I see what goes on, but The reality is, if the earth were full of humans living with an open heart that were interested in serving others and loving others, there would be an overabundance of energy, sustainable energy, and sustainable products and patterns and living methodologies. There would not be any type of problems here. And that is what we are moving into. So the new earth will be filled with people that are of a vibration where they are walking around with an open heart, full of joy, full of love, and willing and able to share and help others. And so this is what is coded in your DNA. This is the memory that you all have of the Garden of Eden, of the good times and the past times here that I enjoyed with you. Now, I am a cognizant, of course, I am a cognizant soul and being, and I am open for communication from all of you. Nothing gives me greater joy than to talk with you, work with you, help you. If you want to learn how to become a beekeeper, for instance, and produce honey and work with the bees, you can get me involved and I will bring you the best bees to work with and help you in your endeavor. So just think about a beautiful earth where you're producing natural organic products in abundance and enjoying them and sharing them with the rest of your brethren. This is really the humans that I know and love, the humans that existed here. And your open-heartedness has been squashed for many, 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 many centuries, but now the ones who have squashed your open-heartedness will be exiting. They are exiting the planet, and they will be held responsible for all of their actions, and they will be given opportunities to evolve on other planets. So the time here, the separation of the wheat and the chaff here is close at hand. And I know you're all the wheat, and I know you're all going with me to the next dimension. And believe me, I am thrilled about it. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic. I have been waiting for this moment for so long. The colors, the energy, the sparkle, the shine on the new earth is like nothing you have experienced, or nothing that you've experienced for a long time. So you'll be amazed, you will be happy, but you will get that passion for life again. When you're on the new earth and we're working together and we're in harmony and we're open-hearted, when you wake up in the morning, you'll jump out of bed excited about the next project that you are going to do or the next trip that you're going to take. You will be full of energy, full of love, and full of passion to be alive. Passion to be alive. That is the calling card. That is the promise of the new earth. I want you to know that I'm already excited just seeing it, visualizing it. Of course, I've been there, but I'm kind of between dimensions right now, and my body is not there in totality. But I have had the sneak preview, so to speak, and I can just tell you guys how wonderful it is and how much you're going to love it. And I can't wait to see you all there. So I guess I've talked enough. I want to thank Lemurian Donna for bringing me in and for working with me and meditating with me before this channeling. I also want to say that channeling is a great endeavor. If you want to raise your frequency, rise your frequency, if you want to be happy, you want to be in joy, you want this passion for life, nothing raises your frequency like channeling. Because the guides with that have a very, very, very high frequency come into your body and whoop, you go straight up. Of course, meditation's great, but the channel says that nothing makes her happier than channeling. And this is a great way to learn, to become evolved, to consciously connect with your star friends and with me. and to raise your frequency. So I want to say I love you all. Please call on me whenever you're out. Hug a tree, talk to a rock, pet a cat, talk to a bird. You're going to be very, very surprised when they answer you back, and when I answer you back, and when you can hear us with your ears. So I send you all of my love, all of my blessings. I wish you well on your spiritual journeys here and in the thereafter. Thank you. This is your mother, Gaia. Amen. And now the channel will come back. Great, great, great. Okay, well, I want to thank Gaia for being here. I want to say we do love you and we do appreciate you and everything you've done for us and all that you provide for us. And if I don't say it often enough, I just want you to know that I'm thankful that you let me live on your surface for how many hundreds of lifetimes. I actually have been here since Lemurian. I've had many lifetimes here, and I know that I've probably caused harm to my mother, to Mother Earth, and for anything that I've done that caused you any harm, I am sorry, and I love you. So that's all I wanted to say, and I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank Susan, Unconditional Love, and Lisa. I hope that you have a great week, and I hope that all of the blessings and all of the joy and all of the happiness that you desire are yours. So take care, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.